So we had a push up off the 50 moving average on the SP500, and that's what really saved the day. And you know, a lot of people are gonna be like, well, CPI was good. CPI hasn't been good for almost a year and a half now. It's just been at the same level forever. But what really did push the market today was around the SP500 hitting the 50 moving average, and then we did get a rejection off the 10 moving average. Now, what's going on in the market is, I talk about this all the time. You can see how we're making lower lows, the trend is changing. Now let's back this up a little bit because I know there's a lot of new viewers on the channel since it's been blowing up. So let's just back it up into the bigger time frame. Let's actually go into the day time frame so you can see. Oh, and by the way, I did some great call outs in the Discord today. So if you're looking out for, like, you know, alerts on what's going on in the market, you should definitely join the Discord. The link is in the description on the very bottom of this video. Just click that, it'll take you right to it. So let's start off with this, right? Let's just go to one of these highs right here. So as you can see, this was around 2020. This is when we were having the bear market back then. You can see we had a strong push up and then we had a strong push down. What I want you to notice is, I want you to notice how the 10 moving average was above the 20 moving average. You can see how we rejected every single time off the 10 moving average until we broke this 10 moving average. And then as we were dropping, we reject off the 10 moving average, rejection. And sometimes we have a hard pop up and then it comes back down. So where we are in the market, you need to pay attention because the trend is changing. Let's actually, if it'll load, the trend is changing, and that's something important because a lot of people, when they trade, they don't really learn this kind of stuff because a lot of people think moving averages are just supports and resistances. No, guys, I'm dead serious. Moving averages can tell you the direction of the market. And what I mean by that is what I just said. As we were having a push up the past couple months, you can see how we have a push up off the 10 moving average. But notice how the 10 is above the 20 moving average. Now you can see how we're about to come into a cross, and now we're making lower lows. So what really did save the market today was the 50 moving average pumping off that 50 and that 20 moving average. But you can tell, as right here, and today I posted in the Discord, made 2 short calls. It was great. A lot of people were happy in the Discord. You can come join. It's actually all free. It's in the description. And you actually get to talk to me, by the way. So if you need help, I'm right there. But what you need to pay attention is, yes, we had a push up off the 50 moving average, but we came in for a rejection. Now, the SP500 is the only index that has not broken its 50 and 20 moving average, which is common. You really need you got all the Mega 7 broken. They're already breaking their moving averages. You already got the triple Qs, the NAS 100, and the NAS. The only thing holding this from a nice drop, and honestly, we haven't even had a nice drop yet. Like, we literally just been slowly dipping, you know, and that's the thing, what a lot of people don't understand. We haven't really had a drop yet. But one thing that you need to pay attention to for this upcoming week is, especially maybe even Friday, honestly, not even gonna lie, is when this SP500 breaks around 6,800, there is nothing below until around 6,670, which right here is around 595 in the triple Qs. Now, here's the thing though, there is a lot of space in between the index right here and this moving average, and it hasn't even begun to drop. So let's just look at this, right? So as you see the SP500 bouncing up off the 50 moving average, let's look at the other indexes really quick. Let's see what it's doing below the 50 moving average. Let's just start off with the triple Qs, right? On the triple Qs, you can see how we bounce off of the 100 moving average and hit the 50 moving average and the 20. Huge rejection zone. Made it the call in the Discord, said, hey, this is your time to shine. If you want to do it, this is a good point to short. You also have the backbone of the 20 and the crossing of the 20 and the 10 moving average. Hasn't happened yet, but you can tell it's already going to happen. But here's the thing, guys. No, I've been calling out 550, 555 in the triple Qs for a while. That could come into play very soon. And the reason why is because the SP500 is still above its 20 and the 50 moving average. It's up here. So as it sits up here, the triple Qs already broke its moving average. So what you're probably going to see very soon is as the SP500 rejects and starts pushing past its 50 and 20 moving average. So let's just go over it really quick because I know some people can't project images in their head, and not a lot of people can do that. But like how you can see the SP500, if it starts to break the 50 and the 20 moving average and it starts pushing down to its 100 moving average, that is going to force the triple Qs probably to break its 100 moving average. And the reason why is because there's a lot more head weight on the SP500. The SP500 is still number one in the Discord, sorry. It's been a long day at work. I have tomorrow off. I'm so excited, honestly. But what I'm saying is, as the SP500 right here starts to reject from this high and breaks that 50 and that 20 moving average, you're going to see the triple Qs get pushed past its 100 moving average and start forcing itself down to around 551. So just be very careful for this upcoming week. And now let's back up this claim, right? The whole entire market, 48% of the market, 7 stocks, all these stocks are in your index in the top 10. It's in the SP500, NAS, the NAS 100, and the triple Qs. So let's see what's going on with AVGO, right? Let's just start with AVGO. 5.2% of the market, probably a little bit different now because I haven't updated the market cap percentages, which I honestly should. I just been really busy with work and stuff. Oh, and I just deleted it. I accidentally pressed the delete button. Oh, well, either way, it's still going to pull up. I'll just add it later. So on AVGO, you can tell right now it's breaking its moving averages. It's already pushing down to its 200 moving average. So what's that tell you? The market's already favoring that 200 moving average. And that's around 5% of the triple Qs, 4.5. Now, here's the thing. The reason why I have this up in the percentages, that is market cap. And if you are a trader, you should learn market cap equals percentages in your indexes, which no other YouTuber talks about. I'm literally the only YouTuber that does this. I don't know why. This is just basic knowledge. But that's the thing. If 48% of the market is pushing down to its 200 moving average, that's a clear sign that indexes are going there. A lot of people are like, well, what if we bounce and go up? Well, what you're going to need, Jimmy, is you're going to need all your Mega 7 to bounce up, break these moving averages, and the 10 is going to cross under that 20 moving average, and you're going to have to make something up here to happen for the bulls to stay in control. Nothing is happening right now. So as you're looking right now, this is dropping down to its 200 moving average. And by the way, what I've learned over the years, and which I think you should learn also, is you don't need 48% of the market dropping down to its 200 moving average or whatever, just in general. You really only need about 35% of the entire market to make a direction to force the other market to make a direction. So AVGO, favoring the bears right now. Let's check out Apple. So as you can see, Apple's on a moving average. The next step is its 100 moving average. Yes, it's not the 200 moving average, but if Apple is backing up this drop and going to push, this is around $15. From this gap right here, that's around $15 in the triple Qs. Guys, the next support is 557. Just Apple alone can force you past that 100 moving average. That's what I'm saying. There's a lot of headway about to pop in this market. Now, and a lot of these stocks are making lower lows. So you need to be very careful. If you're a bull, this is not favoring you. And if this breaks around 269, which is not hard, it's going to start making its way down to around 250, 251. Now let's look at Meta, right? And I made a really good call on Meta in the Discord. Meta, right? 5% of the NAS or 6%, it's really big also. There's a lot of resistance right here. Okay, so if this rejects and starts pushing past its moving average, that's going to help the market push to that 200 moving average. You can already see it's broken its 200 moving average. It broke its 100 moving average. A while back, it already broke all of its moving averages. And the thing is, if it breaks its 20 moving average, there's no supports. There's literally no supports. Let me bring it up. I'll take off the moving averages so you can see a little bit better. There is no supports until around 430. This drop, say if Meta alone, just Meta alone, drops from here to there, that is around $30 in the triple Qs. So that's another case for the bears. Now let's look at Amazon. Amazon, right? So let's pull this up. You can see how it's facing a major resistance. It's about to push to its 200 moving average. What do you know? Now, if it starts to push, that is going to help the market push to its 200 moving average of around 215 on Amazon. And by the way, the reason why I'm reading these levels, once again, because I know there's new viewers, do not be buying puts past these levels on the 200 moving average or the next moving average I call out, because that's unrealistic. Play your moving averages. Stop trying to predict the market and just play the market. For real. I made a killing off of just doing that. Now, Tesla. Let's pull up Tesla a little bit bigger. Let's go on the bigger time frame, right? So I've been charting Tesla for a long time. Let's go to Tesla. Now, you can see every single time we reject off of this top. This is a verified channel. It is over a 3-point channel. This is a very old channel. And the older, and if you're a charter and you use channels, the older the channel is, the more accurate it is. Now, if you're trading on the 1 minute time frame and you're like, oh, I'm going to chart, it's not as accurate as an older channel. Now we're at a resistance right here. Let's look at the Tesla's next rejection zone, right? And like I said, don't be buying puts past these levels. Like that's just, you're just playing with fire. Now there is a 10 moving average. I do think it's going to break very easy, but you're going to face a lot of resistance around the 20 and the 50 moving average around 440. Now that's enough I mean, just from here to here, that's around $5 to $7 on the triple Qs. That's enough to push us. I don't know what AMD is doing, or Nvidia, sorry. If Nvidia would just go ahead and just start the show, that would be great. I don't know why it's not. It already is. You can kind of tell it's getting weak. There is no supports until the 200 moving average. Crazy, huh? But that's the thing. If Nvidia just from here to here is around $35 in the triple Qs almost. $30 to $35. So if this just alone gives out, which it's already giving out, it's already broken all of its moving averages. There's no supports. If it starts to push down to that 200 moving average, guys, you're going to hit that 200 moving average very quick. Now AMD is being held up. It had a rejection. Notice how the 10 moving average was under that 20 moving average. The bears are in control, and it got a rejection. Bears are still in control. It hit that 200 moving average right on point. Or AMD hit that 200 moving, or sorry, 100 moving average on point. The next step is the 200 moving average, 158. If you have all of these stocks pushing to the 200 moving average, once again, you're going to hit that 200 moving average. Now let's go to Microsoft, right? Microsoft holding on by the skin of its teeth. The oldest saying, I know I'm old. I know. These young people in the video, they're probably like, did he just say that? Yeah. There's no moving averages under the 200 moving average. The only support it has next is around 450. So if you're looking for puts, 450 should be your max. So this is what I'm pointing out. Every single day that we trade sideways or we make lower highs and we're just taking up slowly, taking up down, dropping down hard, pushing up hard, bouncing off this 100 moving average, every single day, this 100 moving average right here goes up. That makes the chances of us breaking this easier. This makes the chances of us just going ahead and pushing down to the 200 moving average higher. So just be very careful for this upcoming week. I mean, I'm not trying to scare anybody. I'm literally just trying to show you some basic TA. I've spent probably 5 years trying to perfect this into a way where new traders can learn, where older traders can catch on to something new. These levels are moving averages. Moving averages, simple moving averages, have been in the stock market since almost day one. Your indicators that you buy and sell, or will buy, is pretty much running, or like, okay, so if you go on indicators, right, and you go, let's just go like right here, right, let's go to buy and sell. Buy and sell, 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 buy and sell. MACD, buy and sell, all of those buy and sells, even your basic indicators, run off of moving indicators. Go read the description. It's really not that hard. I mean, some people don't even read the description of their indicators. They're like, I can just buy and sell? That's crazy. Guys, if you just learn your moving averages, you learn your market cap, you learn how the market moves with rates, you learn how inflation affects the market, you can make a killing. And if you want to join the Discord, the link is in the description. If you have any questions, I'm there all day. I do work a lot. I am a single dad. I do these videos for free. So if I don't get back to you, there's a mod, or you can just wait. But thanks, guys. Thanks for the support. Thanks for liking my videos. And honestly, it's been a killer month. Honestly, 52% or 5,200% increase on this channel.